And we are live. I am here with my friend Flying Rich. This is John Crump Live, which is our podcast that we usually do on Rumble. But today we have some stuff coming out of the Supreme Court because it is order day, and we just want to get that information out to everyone. So this is John Crump Live. This is a show we do on Rumble, but now a very special episode on YouTube.
From the Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker, we're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the world. Welcome to the Resistance. This is John Crump, live.
And we are live. How are you guys doing? Flying Rich, how are you doing?
Good, Crump. What's up?
Not much. There's been some stuff coming out of SCOTUS, and I wanted to talk about it because there is a couple interesting things that are going on. And we're going to talk about that. The orders came out this morning, and there is no information on Duncan and Gator Customs, which are the two list.
You still have the background audio playing.
I know. It'll go away. It's not done. So the big cases were not that old, but Marquez versus Massachusetts, that is a case that was a Second Amendment case that challenged the Massachusetts' strict non-resident gun licensing law. That was denied cert. Basically, in 2022, a guy decided to drive from New Hampshire to Massachusetts, and he forgot that he had his gun on him. New Hampshire and Massachusetts doesn't. New Hampshire is basically free for all, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's constitutional carry, whatnot. So Marquez drove into Massachusetts, and Massachusetts requires non-residents to get a specific license. So, and this license is really discretionary, which, Berwin kind of says not really the case. And the suitability or unsuitability is determined by a police colonel, the colonel of the state police in Massachusetts, in New Hampshire, like I said, it is constitutional carry, so you don't need that. At the lower court, trial judge dismissed the charges, finding the law was unconstitutional. But then the higher court in Massachusetts decided that it was gonna uphold the law and say that it is constitutional. That led Marquez to file a writ of certiorari with the Supreme Court, saying, "Hey, this is unconstitutional because it's a subjective test, and permitting cannot be subjected. Objected have to be objected."
Mm-hmm.
Objective. The Supreme Court has denied cert in that case. So this case was turned down. That doesn't mean that the Supreme Court is going to not take another case challenging subjective out-of-state permits. We will have to see exactly what happens there. It's just in this case, they decided not.
So what happens is the Supreme Court will actually look for a case that will make good case law for the future, that will set a good precedent.
Or if they see a case coming up that challenges multiple things, instead of taking two different cases, and if there's a single case that challenges two different factors. That's why I think that they turned down Snopes and also Oceanside, because I think they're waiting for a case that challenges both magazines. Snopes was assault weapons and Oceanside was magazines. So they were waiting for a case that handles both. And basically Kavanaugh basically said that. And that's why I think the Illinois case, Beavis, or whatever you want to call the Illinois case now, I think that has a good chance of being that case. So we're going to have to wait. In Illinois, a bunch of cases are wrapped in together. So it's a combining of cases. I think that is the case that is going to that's going to take.
So as far as what's going on in the Supreme Court today, is this where they say, "Hey, we're going to hear this case," or "We're not going to hear this case"? Is that what's going on?
It's an order date. So it's not only writ of certiorari is granted and writ of certiorari is denied. There are some other orders, and in fact, the second thing we're going to be talking about deals with exactly that. It's not an order per se granting cert or not granting cert. It is an order on a case that was already granted cert, and it's going to be argued on January 20th, which will be out at SHOT Show, which also happens to be Rob Olson's birthday. So everyone, Rob Olson, super attorney Rob Olson's birthday is on the 20th. So if you're out at SHOT Show, make sure you find Rob Olson because he's going to be out there.
What day is the 20th? Is that Monday, Tuesday? Tuesday. Okay, so first day of the show.
Yes. So it will be his birthday. Dirty Kid, contact me. I want to buy some space on your driving thing so I can put happy birthday Rob up there too. Just for like an hour.
That's the guy that was riding around with the ATF is gay?
Yeah.
Yes. Love it.
So I think that would be hilarious. Okay. So the second order, what about the case? The CT case might be one of the other cases, Drew. But I think it's going to be a case that deals with both. The second one deals with, like I said, it's Woodford versus Lopez. That's the Hawaii case dealing with sensitive areas. Alan Beck is the attorney out there. We know Alan Beck. I know Alan Beck. I don't know if you know Alan or not.
Only had him on the show.
Yeah, we did have Alan on the show, didn't we? Forgot. Yeah. So Alan, one of the friends of the show, he's been on our show. He's going to be arguing in front of SCOTUS on the 20th. And they granted an order in that case. And that is the United States Solicitor General asked to argue in that case on behalf of the United States against sensitive areas. And the Supreme Court has granted that argument. So on January 20th, Alan is going to be arguing in front of SCOTUS, and not only will he be arguing in front of SCOTUS, but the Solicitor General of the United States will also, the Solicitor General's office, I'm not sure if it'll be exactly the Solicitor General, but the office will be arguing against sensitive areas.
Wow.
So that is kind of a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the government is actually for our rights in this particular case.
Yeah, this is a biggie. They've argued at the circuit court level for Second Amendment rights. Now they're arguing at the Supreme Court level for Second Amendment rights. Sure. It's going to be interesting to hear that. I think it's gonna be argued at like 9:30 in the morning, which will be 6:30 our time. So
we're all gonna be just getting up at that time.
No, I'll be streaming it. Come up to my hotel room. You can stream it with me.
Yeah.
But I'll be streaming it live from Las Vegas.
You have 2 king beds or what?
No, you're not sleeping in my room. You snore really, really loud. Last time I let you cross in the room, I couldn't sleep.
Oh, you slept. Occasionally.
Yeah. But yeah. The only person that snores louder than you is Dark. Dark and I shared a room at an event, and I had to go out and sleep on a freaking couch. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about this case, Woodford versus Lopez. It is a sensitive areas case, like I said, but it deals specifically with the vampire law as coined by Rob Romano. I didn't realize he coined that term, but apparently he did. So I want to give him credit for coining the vampire term. If you know about vampire lore, one of the things about vampires is they cannot come into your house
unless you invite them in.
Unless you invite them in. And this deals with a law that is similar to the one that was knocked down in New York, where you have to put up signs to say guns are welcome. If they don't put up signs, then you cannot carry a gun, which basically means that a lot of Hawaii is off limits, because I don't know if you ever
now do alternate lifestyles.
I'll be in Honolulu in a couple months. One of the places I'm going. But a lot of the sidewalks are controlled by like the businesses. So you really can't walk down the sidewalk because the businesses have control of that sidewalk, because you will step over and you'll be in violation of a law, which is a felony, which is not a good thing. Originally, this went to a 3-judge panel at the 9th Circuit. They ruled that the law was unconstitutional. Unsurprisingly, the 9th Circuit said, hold my beer. We're going to take that en banc. You don't have to ask for it. We're going to take it en banc anyway. They took it en banc and they reversed the panel's decision. When a case goes en banc in the 9th Circuit, I'm not sure. You guys probably heard me say this a lot. The 9th Circuit has more judges than any other circuit. Usually when they go en banc, every judge in that circuit hears the case. The 9th Circuit has so many judges that it's broken up into larger panels for the en banc, where there's like 12 judges that hear the cases instead of 16. Like if it's like the 4th, 3rd, 5th, 16 judges will hear the case because that's the full makeup. But since California has so many judges, when I say California, that's where the 9th is located at for most part. It also covers Washington, Oregon, and some other states as well, like Arizona and stuff like that. But just be aware that the en banc process and the 9th Circuit rule works differently than anywhere else in the country. So, yeah. So I think that Alan is going to win this, and then we can have him on and be like, hey, we got a Supreme Court winner on that. I can't say for sure, but the law kind of flips it on its side. I can understand that, a private business can put up like a no gun sign, even though they shouldn't have force of law. And in most places, they don't have force of law. They can just ask you to leave. And if you don't leave, then you can be trespassed. But flipping it on the other way around is crazy, because chances of a business putting up a guns welcome sign is not good. It's not good. Yes, Rich, you did have to pay $2,000 to get rid of bed bugs you brought back from Las Vegas because you stay at ghetto places.
I thought it was a step up from the Clown Palace, but it wasn't.
No, I don't stay in any of those places. I stay in. I pay more to not get bed bugs. And it's probably cheaper.
Or have the skunk weed smell.
Or skunk weed smell, yeah. Yeah, hotels I'm very particular on, from like a germaphobe type person. So yeah, so that is what's going on in the Supreme Court. It is not like some of the major cases we're looking at. I'm tracking all these cases, but it is interesting that we had one denied and like one positive thing in one of the cases. In one of the cases, the cases denied. The Marquez case, I did talk to some lawyers. Some lawyers says, hey, this doesn't mean anything. It's just not the right case for him. But some other lawyers said this is a bad sign going forward for other cases dealing with out-of-state permits. I don't know what's up with that. Jova Q is out there. What's up, Jova? Yeah, one of the cases that Steven Stambolia and Rob Olson won was in New York, and that was Higbee, and that dealt with out-of-state permits.
Which is New York actually doing anything, or New York's just dragging their feet on that?
No, they're issuing out-of-state permits now.
Ooh, I mean, I could apply for a permit in New York?
Yes.
Ooh.
Which is ridiculous because I can't apply for a permit in Delaware, because they don't want to give me a permit in Delaware. And I happen to have a house in Delaware. So that is definitely not cool. Not cool. There is a bunch of other cases that I am watching across the country. The next order date, hopefully we'll get something on Duncan or whatnot. We'll have to see. But it just depends on what cases that they want to take. I know we're going to get an assault weapons case. I know we're going to get a magazine case, and I got a feeling it's going to be sooner than later. We just have to wait for the right one to come up. Your thought on the Grant case not being final, but an injunction getting rejected. Yeah. Okay. So a couple things. SCOTUS and some of the higher courts, they don't like doing interlocutory appeals before the merits of the case are decided. So for like preliminary injunctions and stuff like that, usually they won't step in. Washington law guy, Bill, on YouTube said that this morning that Duncan may get discussed in February. It might. We don't know. Like everything is only speculation, right? You can speculate the stuff unless there's a leak from the Supreme Court, which is extremely rare. That's why the leak in Dobbs was so big, because there's hardly the amount of people that know what SCOTUS is going to do and the orders that SCOTUS is going to do is
minimal,
infinitely small. So that's why I think that they probably know who leaked Dobbs is probably one of the justices, but I mean, that's just speculation on my part, but it's infinitely small.
Is there a justice that was there that would have leaked it, that was newly installed?
Yeah, that's the one I think probably leaked it, or someone out of our office, because like Sotomayor and Kagan, I don't agree with them on anything, really, almost anything. But I think they have more respect from the law and they understand the law better than Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Or as I like to call her, Tarzan Brown Jackson.
I don't know why you call her Tarzan.
Just sounds fun.
Okay.
I mean, if somebody names their kid Ketanji, Tarzan is just as valid.
Yeah. Barton Fink says, I can speculate that 12 of the dim Ninth Circuit judges will pass away from monkeypox, but that doesn't mean what happened. Yeah,
it's a probability of less than zero. I mean, greater than zero.
Yeah, there's a lot of, you can speculate on a lot. Like I speculate that they're looking for a case that deals with magazines and assault weapons ban. I could be totally wrong. I have nothing to
face on fire.
Just from comments from some of the justices, I can speculate that that's what they're rating for, but I could be totally wrong. I could have misread what they were saying, and they want something with a better sounding name. I mean, who knows? Really,
I'm officially changing it. I'm gonna steal it from Barton Fink. It's now Jumanji Brown Jackson. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. And if we get 10 super chats at $5 or more, we'll do a live stream from SHOT. And you know what the funny part about that is?
We're doing a live stream from
We'll
Shot.
probably do it anyway, but I would just guarantee it.
Does Otis have a podcast booth again, or?
I don't know. I got to reach out to them.
So Eagle Run 23 is going to be appearing. What booth is it? Tell your boy. I forget which booth it is. So he's going to be a booth babe at SHOT Show.
Well, ask him if he wants me to join him. I'll join him. I don't know how many people I bring in, but
I just want to get his signature. Get his autograph on something.
Yeah. $5. Hey, if you want me to join you, let me know, Eagle Run. I'll join you. Maybe
He's going to be at the Teslong. I know I can't just say that.
Teslong. They pay you. You can sweeten the pot by throwing my name in there too.
And it's booth 70917.
Yeah, Shot is coming up this week. Do you guys want to know anything? Do you want me to look for anything there for you? I'll be walking around with lawyers, so just in case. So I'll be there with Rob Olson and Steven and Bolia.
At the GOA booth? Being a GOA booth, Bunny?
Different places. Steven's coming with us to the Gundies. He's my +1 along with you.
Oh, you get 2 +1s?
I requested an extra one.
So I am not the only one. The 2A family will be there.
Yeah, the 2A family.
I was just texting with them.
If the ATF booth going to talk to them, they talked to me last year, Kurt.
Yeah, they were chill last year.
They were really chill. They were
like the year before.
Well, the Trump came in, and then I started talking to them more. I'm sure that they will talk to me this year.
Probably the best in not like I'm a veteran of SHOT Show, but the best ATF booth comment was when they saw Hoffman and they asked him why is he wearing shoes?
Oh.
That was like, whoa. It's like, not only they must have like baseball playing cards that they hand out. It's like, all right, this one's Hoffman.
Oh no, they have. I know they have a list of people that they are on the lookout for. Yeah, the ATF, they're not going to threaten me. I've reset my relationship with the ATF. I still don't believe that they should exist, but at least the lines.
You got a $50. What?
For the live stream. Thank you. There you go. Thanks.
Oh.
I wasn't really, really serious about that, right? Because we're gonna live stream anyway. Oh, thank you, LAV.
Wow, man.
I really appreciate that, buddy. It would go to a good charity.
Right.
You don't know the money I get goes to charity. So,
if you want money to go to the snack fund, you can send it to me.
No, it's going to the Scouts, actually. They might give you the plug again. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't get the plug last year. But yeah, so the ATF reset their relationship with me, which means we don't see eye to eye. We don't agree with anything, but at least they will communicate with me, which is a step in the right room for, like, if I wanted to find out some information before, they would be like, "Oh, we're not going to help you." Nice.
Oh, I actually got a nice Airbnb with a bunch of other SHOT Show guys. So I don't know if I'm at liberty to say who I'm rooming with.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to get an Airbnb for free.
Wow.
I turned it down because I want to stay on the strip.
Yeah, it is nice staying on the strip.
Marvin D. Martin says, thanks for being on Rumble more. Yep. Last week was kind of slow. I had the flu, and then my wife got strep throat, and then my son got strep throat.
In fact, Eagle Run 23 and I, we carpooled in the morning. We stayed at the same hotel last year. So that was kind of nice.
At the Excalibur, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. It wasn't anything luxury or nice. But it didn't stink a pot, and everything worked.
Well, they have the best gambling thing. The only gambling I do in Vegas.
Claw machine.
The claw machines.
Yeah, you're killer at that.
Yeah, I have a secret talent for claw machines, and Rich thought I was going to lose all my money.
Nah, you're like the claw man.
Yeah. I have it's a weird autistic challenge, the claw machines.
Mm-hmm.
When I was out in Portland, in Vancouver, Washington, and Portland, Oregon, they actually, I think it was in Portland. Yeah, they had we found a arcade that was like Claw City. It was just claw machines.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Did they ask you to leave?
No, but we got a lot. I got a lot of crap. I got a bag full of crap. I did yeah, I got like a bag full of stuff for my kids.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, if Clawtism chose him, it did. But if you guys are going to be out in Vegas for SHOT Show, I would love to meet up with whoever. I'll be at the Circle Ball at Bar most nights, just hanging out, just walking through. I don't drink, but just hanging out with people.
Mm-hmm.
Yesing. Monday night we'll be at the Gundies, where I am nominated, thanks to every one of you guys, or a 2A writer. Hopefully I'll win. If not, it is what it is. But
I'm so disappointed Dark didn't get top 5, because I was hoping he would win and I could give his acceptance speech.
Yeah, I want to. Maybe I'll do the Joe Pesci acceptance speech that he did when he won Oscar. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
No, I'm not familiar.
It's literally the shortest Oscar speech in history. He walked up over here, they handed him, and he goes, "Thanks," and walked off.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was just one thing. Nah, I just don't understand about it. Chris Bullis. Hope it gets better. Thank you, Sentinel, for voting for me. But yeah, that's it with the SCOTUS thing. I think we're gonna go directly. We're gonna finish up over on Rumble. We have about 30 more minutes left of our live stream, and we're gonna finish up on Rumble. Maybe I should just drop the link for Rumble. So if you guys want to come over and say hi, hey, we're going to be discussing some other stuff, but the Supreme Court stuff I wanted to get out here.
Yeah, I'm excited to go to SHOT Show, see the Gideon Optics guy, see Eagle Run 2-3. There's a bunch of people that are, my SHOT Show peeps that I talk to during the year, but only see at SHOT Show. So that's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
We actually meet up, even though we live thousands of miles away from each other. We actually meet up probably
a couple of times a year.
Yeah, a couple times a year. All right. So I'm gonna put the link to the Rumble chat in here. So if you guys want to join us, you can join us over there. But right now we are killing off
the tubes of you.
All the tubes.
Everything other than Rumble.
Everything other than Rumble. So thank you, and see you guys later. One down.
I don't even know how to end an individual stream.
Oh, you just go in there and hit remove.
Oh, yeah?